Hello and welcome back to Kiggins Bowl as game 2 of the doubleheader here is about to get underway between Hudson's Bay and Heritage High School as Eagles are set to receive. Oh, and he fumbles it and he picks it up and he is immediately swarmed and tackled down. A costly mistake early on by the Eagles. As they will start this at the 2. As it's a handoff and a gain of about 2.5, 3 yards. As we have a player down. As it looks to be number 50 on Heritage. He has gotten up and is walking to the sideline with the help from his coaches. As we are set to continue. Eagles at their own 6-yard line. Going to look to pass, throws, and it is incomplete to number 5, Trezon Gregory. A little too high for him. As Xavier Lyons looks to be the quarterback for the Eagles, and it'll bring up 3rd and about 6 here. 30 seconds into this game. Eagles 1-0 so far, just like Heritage. Heritage, a dominant win over Fort Vancouver of the 1A Trico League. See what the Eagles can do here on 3rd down. Lions back to pass, throws incomplete and offline. Looking for Gregory once again. Incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the punt team for the Eagles. As it looks like number 11, Brant McLaren, is going to be the punter for the Eagles. And I can't quite see who's returning for Heritage. As it's a high snap and it goes out, as it will be a safety. And just like that, Heritage is up 2-0. Bad start for the Eagles. You had the dropped kick that set them up at their own 3. And then you had a high snap for the punt. Yeah. So it will be Heritage ball. As Brant McLaren is going to be the kicker for the Eagles. As, yeah, just a bad snap. McLaren's kick is up, and it is fielded around the 35-yard line by Heritage. Heritage going to break a couple tackles, and he's going to fall about the 45-yard line to gain a 10 on that return. As Bay's defensive line moves, and it looks to be a false start on the Eagles. Sorry, offsides on the Eagles, and it'll be a free 5 yards for Heritage. As he gets held up loses actually a couple on the play. Looks to have lost 3 on that play. So to bring up 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7 for the Timberwolves. As it looks to be a run, gain of about 3, which will bring up 3rd and 4 for the Timberwolves. Crucial 3rd down. Back to pass. The throw is up, and it's just over the head of Bradford. But a flag on the play. Incomplete pass, and here comes the punt team for Heritage. So a 3 and out for Heritage. Good defensive start by the Eagles. See if that can translate to their offense. Punter for Heritage is going to be 94, Omar Ramirez. Ramirez's punt is a line drive and is going to bounce out around the 8-yard line. Hudson's Bay going to start deep in their own territory once more. Xavier Lyons, joined by Landon Kemper in the backfield. Lyons going to keep himself, find a hole. It's going to gain about 3 on that play, maybe 4. Correction, it'll be a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for the Eagles. Heritage took a 59-0 win over Fort Vancouver. Fort Vancouver just lost earlier tonight here at Kiggins Bowl, 66-6. Hudson's Bay beat Stevenson 40-24. Lions gonna throw it to Kemper, but the play is stopped dead due to a flag. False start on the Eagles. It'll push them back 5 yards, and it'll bring up 2nd and 13. Hudson's Bay had 6 total touchdowns the last game. Let's see how many they can put up against a dominant Heritage team. Lions gonna throw, and it is incomplete to Messiah Jackson, and it'll bring up 3rd and long. As number 8, Jackson LeBlanc checks into the game for the Eagles. As number 88, Caden Wake comes out. Lions delivering the play call to his team. Hudson's Bay, a pass-heavy team. They only had 28 rushing yards against Stevenson, but over 162 against them. As flags come flying in, as it looks to be another false start on the Eagles. And it'll push them back. It'll be half the distance to the goal. So it will be about 3rd and 15. Third and 16-ish. Lions delivering the play call. Lions in the backfield. Gonna try and escape. And he launches one deep, and it is intercepted. Number 1, Traylon McGraw. As the Heritage Timberwolves force another turnover. Lions escape the sack, but threw it to the wrong team. As what an interception by McGraw, the sophomore. Daly joined by Daniel in the backfield. Daly back to pass. Gonna roll to his right. Gonna launch up a ball to McGraw, and it's incomplete. It was in between McGraw and Bradford. None of them came down with it. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 33-yard line. Timberwolves coached by head coach Kevin Patterson, and assistant coach is Bradley Polk. Gonna hand it off to Daniels. Daniels to his right. Daniel gonna take 2 men to take him down, and a gain of about 6.5 is gonna bring up 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5. Correction, 3rd and 4. As looks to get a 1st down, Daniels gonna move the chains on 3rd down and farther into Eagle territory to their own 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, 7:50 and counting left in this first quarter as the Timberwolves are up 2-0. Bailey throws, incomplete. Bailey was hit on that throw and he gets up. Looks like Clark joins him in the backfield. Correction, it'll be number 22, Isaiah James. He's a 6-foot senior. Weighs 200 pounds. James. Gain of about 3, which will bring up another 3rd down and decently long. It'll be 3rd and 7. See if the Timberwolves can convert one more time on this 3rd down to push them farther into Eagle territory. As it looks like Daniel's now going to join Daly in the backfield. Ferguson in motion. Ferguson now on the far right of that offense. Daly looks to pass. Gonna throw to Ferguson, 1st down. He's gonna break a tackle. Ferguson down to the 2, but there is laundry on the field. Illegal shift on Heritage, which will negate the completion. And it'll make 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12. Let's see what the Timberwolves offense can do. Eagles bench getting loud, wanting this 3rd down stop. And movement on that front line as Eagles looks to be number 54, Braden Johnson moved his foot. It'll be encroachment. So to bring now back to 3rd and 7. Third and 7. Daly back to pass. Daly can't find no one. Steps into it. Passes incomplete. In between the hands of Traylon McGraw and Dakari Bradford. And it'll bring up 4th down as Eagles get the much needed stop. See what Heritage does here. As it looks like Heritage is kicking it. I can't quite see a number. It's going to be 94. Omar Ramirez, the senior. The kick is up, and it is good. As Heritage takes a 5-0 lead over the Hudson's Bay Eagles. As Omar Ramirez gets ready to kick for Heritage. What a kick. And it's going to bounce into the end zone. Correction, that was number 93, Sebastian Herrera Cruz. Touchback for the Eagles, so they will start on their own 20-yard line. As 6:06 remains here in this first quarter. 5-0 lead Heritage over the Eagles. Both teams looking to stay undefeated on the season. One of their undefeated seasons will come to an end tonight. Will it be the Eagles or will it be the Timberwolves? Lions, joined by Kemper in the backfield. Lions, quick throw is going to be knocked down, intended for number 4, Messiah Jackson. Good coverage there by number 1 of Heritage, Traylon McGraw, who has been everywhere for this Heritage defense and offense. Correction, it will be number 4, Dakari Bradford, with the contest. Eagles starting the Eagle Power chant, trying to hype their team up here on this 2nd down. It's going to be a flick to number 11, and he's brought down immediately. Bryant McLaren goes nowhere. As number 22, Isaiah James with the stop. As it will bring up 3rd and 12 after the loss of 2. Lions looking to get this Eagle offense rolling. They have not had much success. Lions rolls to his left. Lions looking to pass, launches it up, and it's incomplete. Intended for Messiah Jackson, and it'll bring up 4th down for this Eagles, and here comes the punt team. As here comes number 45, Rodolfo Partida comes in running last second. It looks like Brant McLaren will be the punter. And I cannot quite see a number on who is returning for Heritage. It will be a punt to the right side, and it is going to be marked out of bounds at the 41 yard line. As it looks like number 7, Granville, is now the quarterback. And he's going to roll to his right. Granville going to be stopped immediately by that Eagles defensive line. As Devon Granville trying to lead this Heritage offense. And it was a loss of 1 on the play, so to bring up 2nd and 11. Granville stays in the game. He's joined by Daniel in the backfield. Granville. Snaps it. Granville. Looks to his right. Got a completion. It's going to be to Ferguson. And he got the first down and more all the way to about the 26-yard line. Jonas Ferguson. A much-needed first down for the Heritage offense to continue rolling. Granville. Gonna do a quick throw to McGraw. McGraw still on his feet. McGraw all the way to the left-hand side, and he's going to run into the touchdown. Touchdown, Heritage. Traylon McGraw, a 27-yard completion to put the Heritage Timberwolves up 11. As he was hyped after that one. As his teammates surrounded him. Number 94, Omar Ramirez, now getting ready to kick. The kick is up, and it is good. As Heritage takes a 12-0 lead over the Hudson's Bay Eagles. As Heritage has yet to give up a touchdown from their opponents. As number 93, Sebastian Herrera Cruz, gets ready to kick off. The kick is up, and it will be caught at the 1, and off he goes. He's going to cut in, and he's going to get to about the 21 before he's stopped by Heritage. Going to be number 6 for the Eagles, as they're going to start this possession on the 21-yard line. Lions in the backfield, joined by Kemper. Lyons going to keep it himself as he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but gain a yard. So to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. Lions moving slowly, getting the play call from assistant coach Marcus KDs. Lions hands it off to Kemper. Kemper gonna gain about 3, give it to 1 yard. He's gonna gain 1 yard and bring up 3rd and 8. They keep moving. It's gonna be 3rd and 7 for the Eagles, so another 3rd down. 2:38 and counting in this one. Heritage up 12-0 over the Hudson's Bay Eagles. So we get a close-up of Xavier Lyons with Lendon Kemper, the back duo for the Eagles. Lyons back to pass. Gonna throw, and it's intercepted. And he's still on his feet. To the 10. Number 5, Jacob Karpyuk. Jacob Karpyuk with the interception all the way to the 10, as it was a little too high. As his teammates congratulate him on the sideline. Heritage in perfect position. 1st and goal from the 10. Gonna be a low snap. He's gonna keep it himself, and he's gonna be brought down immediately. Landon Kemper, the senior for the Hudson's Bay Eagles. A loss of 1 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 11. Granville, the junior, joined by Isaiah James in the backfield. Granville snaps it, fakes to James, high throw to McGraw. McGraw catches it, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and it will be slammed down at the 9. What a tackle by number 45, Rodolfo Partida, but a flag is on the field. And it'll be holding on the offense. As they will accept the penalty. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 21. Granville Still joined by Isaiah James in the backfield. Granville hands it off to James. James going to gain about 3 on the play, but a flag is on the field at about the 28-yard line. As it will be false start on the offense. Sorry, correction, illegal formation on the offense. So it will bring up 3rd and goal from the 19 as timeouts Heritage. With 44.4 on the game clock left in this first quarter. Heritage 12-0 lead over the Hudson's Bay Eagles as Heritage looks to convert this 3rd and long from the Eagles' 19. As we are back in Granville alone in the backfield. 3rd and long. Granville back to pass. Throws it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted by number 5, Trajan Gregory. So to bring up 4th and goal from the Eagles' 19-yard line. Let's see what Heritage decides to do. They have 2 kickers well capable of making it from this range. And that is what they're going to do. As it looks like taking the kick is going to be 94, Omar Ramirez, the senior. As we get the back view angle. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Correction, it is no good. As it will remain 12-0 here with 35 seconds left to play in the first. As the Eagles get it at their own 19. Lions alone in the backfield. As Alex Lopez runs in last second. As Eagles will take a timeout. As the handoff to Kemper. And he's going to take it for 9 yards. And it'll bring up second and short at their own 29-yard line. Eagles trying to get their first down of the game. Lions under center. And that is the end of the first quarter. So far, dominance from the Timberwolves. 2 interceptions, a safety, a field goal, and a touchdown. As at the end of the first quarter, Heritage 12, Eagles 0. As Eagles get the first down. I completely missed what happened. I was trying to find water. But Eagles, for the first time tonight, are in Heritage territory. As it'll be on Heritage's 37-yard line. As he is stopped after a yard gain. $11 minutes to go here, left in the half. Heritage 12, Eagles 0 as Landon Kemper comes off for a sub. As off we go. Number 9 checked in for him, Alex Lopez. As Line's going to keep it himself. And he is stopped by number 71 on Heritage. It's going to be Nick Margarin. Third and long. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 37. I would assume they're out of field goal range. See if they can do something. Bryant McLaren in motion. Going to be the slot receiver. Lyons rolls to his right. Lyons going to throw it to McLaren, and it is intercepted once again. Still going. Still on his feet, breaking and shedding tackles is going to be number 4, Dakari Bradford. as the third interception thrown tonight by Xavier Lyons. But a flag was on the field. As looking back on the replay, it looks like it's going to be an illegal block in the back. It will still be Heritage ball. It will just negate the yards after the interception. But another costly turnover by the Eagles. As flags are thrown immediately at the snap, it looks like it's going to be a false start. Sorry, correction, offsides on the Eagles. So to bring up 1st and 5. As it looks like Daly's back in the backfield. There's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a gain of about 4 for the Eagles. Sorry, for the Timberwolves. Gain of 4 to bring up 2nd and short, about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Daniel with the 4-yard gain. Daly, Daniel in the backfield. Gonna hand it off to Daniel. Daniel's gonna get the first down, spins out of a tackle, gets a little more. It's gonna bring up a first down for the Timberwolves after the gain of 5. First and 10 for the Timberwolves. 8:42 left to go in this one. This half. Daly gonna throw it to no one, and almost intercepted by Samson Stump. As Let's Go Eagles erupts in the seats. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Daly joined by Daniel in the backfield. Correction, it's going to be Clark. Clark breaks free. Clark first down and more. Clark still going. 40, 30, 20, cuts back inside. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Connie Clark puts the Timberwolves up 18-0. What a run. Started from their own 28, a 72-yard run for Connie Clark. As this Heritage offense is non-stop rolling. As the kick is up, and it is good. That's going to be number 94, Omar Ramirez. But the Timberwolves take a 19-0 lead over the Eagles with 8:19 left to go in the half. Eagles have to find an answer for this offense soon. As number 93, Sebastian Herrera Cruz, is going to be the kickoff man. This kid's got a leg. The senior for Heritage. The kick is up and retrieved by Gregory. Gregory gonna fight to about the 25-yard line. As the Eagles will start this possession on the 25. They need answers for Heritage's defense now. Their offense needs to start producing. 8:12 left to go in this first half. Lions joined by Kemper in the backfield. Lions rolls to his right, throws, and it's intercepted. 63, Adam Frendendahl. The fourth interception as Heritage's teammates go insane. What an interception, Adam Frendendahl. As this Heritage's defense, fourth interception on the night. What an interception, as we just saw on the replay. As flags come flying in, back in the game is going to be Devon Granville. Looks like Granville and Daly are switching roles as quarterback and leader of this offense. Granville. As they're going to move again, a free first down. As it's going to bring up first down, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurry up offense. Granville gonna hand it off to Daniel. Daniel gonna go nowhere after a gain of about 4. We'll bring up 2nd and 6 from about the 7. Granville gonna take it himself, and he's brought down for a loss of about 2. As Granville gonna go collect the play call from his coach. .638 and counting in this one. Gonna be 3rd and about 9 for this Timberwolves offense. Gonna be a low stop. Granville throws. It is going to be caught. Traylon McGraw. My goodness. What a completion. As the Timberwolves go up 25. How did he stay in? As the Timberwolves are walking all over the Eagles, as here we see the replay. Ooh, I don't know about that one, but Timberwolves up 25-0. The kick is up, and it is good. The Timberwolves take a 26-0 lead here with 6:16 left to go in the first half. As 26-0 here, Timberwolves on top. 6:16 to play. The kick is up, and it will be out of bounds. And here comes the flag. So the Eagles will get decent starting position here as we look at this touchdown one more time. As it does not look like he got that left foot down. But it's a very close call to make, especially in the moment. So the referees do not have the replay technology like we do. It's going to be 26-0 for Heritage. 1st and 10, starting at the 35 for the Eagles. Eagles looking to make something happen. Lions already 4 interceptions on the night. Lions back to pass. Throw is incomplete to number 11. Brant McLaren. As Xavier Lyons gives the play call, Landon Kemper joins him in the backfield. Lyons back to pass. Rolls to his right. Has nowhere to go. Throws it away, and it's going to be incomplete. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. as this Eagles offense cannot get anything going. Third and 10 from their own 35. Down by 26. Lyons rolls to his right, throws it, and it's going to be knocked down. Connie Clark. This is going to be 4th and 10. Another 3 and out for this Eagles offense. As this Eagles offense cannot get anything going. McLaren is going to punt. Going to be caught and returned. He's going to fumble it, but catch it back to the 40, and he's going to step out, and is taken down. Number 5, Karpiuk. As it looks like Granville's still in the game for the Heritage. Gonna fake the throw, and looks like Daniel is gonna gain about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 on the Eagles' 38-yard line. As Granville hands it to Daniel. Daniel to the left side. Daniel cuts back in. He's going to fall forward for a gain of about, I'd say, 4. And it'll bring up 3rd and 4 for this Heritage offense. As it's going to be a trick play in a way, as flags come flying in. After the gain of the 1st down, flags come flying in. As we bring up third and about 6 on the 36. Granville going to keep it himself, and he's going to get stopped after a gain of about 2. So it'll bring up 4th and 4. What do the Heritage Timberwolves do here? Do they go for it or do they go for a field goal? As does he get it? He made it right to the line. And they're not going to get it. Eagles with the much needed stop. As it looks like Lyons is no longer going to be the quarterback for the Eagles. It's going to be number 8, Jackson LeBlanc. Eagles making the offensive substitution. Lions already with 4 interceptions, and it's not even half. LeBlanc going to throw to McLaren, and McLaren drops it. So it's going to bring up 2nd down. .253 left to go in this one. LeBlanc still at QB. LeBlanc, quick throw going to be complete to number 5, Gregory, Trajan Gregory. And it's going to be a gain of about 4. So to bring up 2nd and 6. To bring up 3rd and 6. 2:20 and counting left to go in this one. LeBlanc in the backfield. Quick throw to Kemper. Kemper complete. Kemper first down and a little more. As it's going to be about an 8-yard gain. As Hudson's Bay gets a first down. As they're looking to score just before halftime. To potentially put this game back in reach. I don't want to say it's impossible. They're going to keep LeBlanc in the backfield. As Eagles are going to call a timeout. As they're going to talk things over with 1:42 left to play here. as it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles on their own 44-yard line. LeBlanc still under center as quarterback. LeBlanc gonna look long. He's gonna throw it and it's going to be complete. Number 5, Trajan Gregory. And it's gonna be a 9-yard completion, which will bring up 2nd and 1, and Eagles have to use their hurry-up offense. They only have 1 timeout left. LeBlanc, back to pass, throw, tipped up, incomplete, flag flies. As Dakari Bradford is in shock, jumping up and down. The pass was intended for number 18, Jamison Obon. So they're going to talk things over. I think what happened was the pass was deflected, and one of the Eagles players had the chance to grab the ball, but I think number 4, Dakari Bradford, was over the back, and they're going to wave the flag. Oh, but there was another penalty that I did not see at the line of scrimmage. There was a face mask call. So they waved off the pass interference, but there was a face mask, which will put the ball 15 yards forward to the Heritage 32-yard line. So with 1:14 to go, 1st down Hudson's Bay. Hudson's Bay looking to strike on their offense and make this potentially a 3-possession game instead of a 4. And it's going to be complete. Trajan Gregory. Gregory loses the football. It's picked up by Heritage. He's still going. Daniel still going to the 50. Cuts back inside to the 40, to the 30, and it's finally brought down. Oh, what a turn of events. The 5th turnover by the Eagles. As let's look at the replay, what a completion, but Gregory loses the football and it just falls into Daniel's hands. As what a return by him too, to put them all the way on the Eagle 30-yard line with 52 to go here. As it's going to be launched up. And it's going to be incomplete to Traylon McGraw. So it'll be 2nd and 10 here. As Owen Daly's back under center for Heritage, joined by Connie Clark, who had that monster run earlier of 78 yards. Daly's going to be, incomplete. Right through the hands of Jacob Kariparok. Third and 10, 44 seconds to go here. As Eagles are going to call their final timeout and talk things over, trying to get a final stop. As currently it's 26-0 Timberwolves over the Eagles with 44.4 left to go in the half. As Eagles were caught off sides. So it'll bring up 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 10, which is a lot more manageable and it pushes them into field goal range. Here we go. Daly snaps it. Passes in. It's incomplete. To number 5, Jacob Karipuk. As it's going to be 4th and 5 with 39.8 to go. Looks like they're going to go for it. Gutsy call, but there's nothing to lose if you're the Timberwolves. As looks like they're going to call a timeout. So with 39.8 seconds to go, Heritage 26, Eagles 0, 4th and 5. Heritage wants to talk things over. As the team's coming back out. As here we go, Daly back to under center. Throws it complete. 1st down and more. Number 4, Dakari Bradford with the 20-yard completion. Quick snap. The run is good. Connie Clark, another touchdown, and the Timberwolves are up 32-0. But a flag on the play. Hold your horses. The touchdown stands. as number 94, Omar Ramirez, for the extra point to put them up 33. The kick is up, and it is good. So we are a touchdown and an extra point away from having this be a 40-point game, which would mean a running clock situation, which means the clock does not stop in between plays and during flags. The only time it stops is during timeouts, injury delays, and after a score. So with 23 seconds remaining, that is in the realm of possibilities for that second half, where it is 33-0 as Eagles are trying to find their first score of the game. In the very back for the Eagles special teams is Messiah Jackson and Trajan Gregory looking to return this kick, as number 93 Sebastian Herrera Cruz gets ready to kick. They're going to move the ball forward for that penalty that was on the last touchdown that they elected to enforce on the kickoff. So it'll be kicked from the 45, not the 35. Sorry, correction, the 45, not the 40. So the kick is up, and it is into the end zone. Touchback with 23 seconds remaining. See if the Eagles try and get down the field to score, or if they're just going to kneel it and send it into half, down 33. Hudson's Bay struggling offensively after a 6-touchdown performance against Stevenson last week. As looks like they're still going to have LeBlanc in as quarterback. LeBlanc did get them all the way down to practically the end zone before the Trajan Gregory fumble. But here we go. LeBlanc snaps it. He's going to run it himself. And he's going to get down immediately, as good tackle right there by Heritage. And that is going to tick down the remaining of the clock. And the half of this one, Eagles down 33-0 to Heritage. As Heritage looks to remain undefeated on the season, Eagles have a lot of ground to make up in that second half. Can they do it? We will find out in about 15 minutes' time. As we are back here at Kiggins Bowl, where the Timberwolves have a 33-0 commanding lead over the home team of the Hudson's Bay Eagles. As kicking will be the Eagles, so Timberwolves will get the ball first, potentially making this a 40-point game, which will put us in that running clock situation, which means that the clock will not stop unless it's an injury, timeout, or score. So let's see what the Eagles can do here. As they are kicking from the right hash marks. And kicking will be Brant McLaren. McLaren's kick is up. And it's going to be received at about the 15. Gonna cut to the right. McGraw cuts back to his left. McGraw finding open space, still on his feet. Finally tackled down by number 77, Dante Jumping Bowl. That's right, Jumping Bowl. He is a sophomore. So they will get their ball starting at their 23-yard line. As off he goes. Daniel all the way into Eagle territory to the 48-yard line. Correction, 49-yard line. As Emmanuel Daniel with the gain into Eagle territory. 11:27 and counting. As Clark gonna run it now to the left side. Clark breaks free. 40, 30, 10, 20, 10. And he stepped out at about the 14-yard line, says the line judge. So it's going to be a gain of 35 as we see the run here. Let's see where he stepped out. Yes, he did. As Connie Clark with the 35-yard carry to the 14. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves. It's going to be a quick throw to the left side. Going to spin out of something. But he's going to end up falling back down, and checking back into the game is Dante Jumping Bowl. And checking out is 87 Owen Paget. The snap, the handoff to the right side. Daniel. And he's going to go out of bounds at about the 1-yard line, 1.5. So to bring up a 1st and goal situation as Emmanuel Daniel gets the 1st down. First and goal from the 2. Owen Daly joined by Connie Clark in the backfield. It's going to be a handout to Clark. Clark going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, not going to gain any, so to bring up 2nd and goal. Heritage a touchdown and PAT away from making this a running clock situation. Eagles trying to prevent it. Dally, back to pass, throw, it's complete. Traylon McGraw makes this 39-0. Pending the extra point. Heritage, nothing but dominance here in this one. As the kick is up and it is good. 40-0 here as the Timberwolves lead. As here at Kiggins Bowl, this late night game, game 2 of this doubleheader here. Both games have been high scoring on one team and low scoring on the other. Both home teams struggling to find rhythm at their home turf. As number 93, going to be, Sebastian Herrera Cruz. Going to kick this off for Heritage. We are in that running clock situation now. So the clock should not stop. As that is up and it's going to bounce. He's going to collect it at the 2, to the 10, to the 20, to about the 22, where he is stopped in his tracks. And yes, the clock is running indeed. Kemper to the right side. He's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage for about a loss of 1. Under 9 to go here in this third quarter. As they do keep LeBlanc in, and LeBlanc is sacked. It's going to be a loss of 4. Sorry, correction, loss of 3, so to bring up 3rd and 14. Third and 14 at their own 18-yard line. This Heritage defense is holding strong. They allowed 0 points against Fort. They've allowed 0 points against Bay. Can they keep it that way? It's going to be a quick throw to Kemper. It bounces off Kemper's hand, and it's caught by McLaren. And then he stopped after about a 6-yard gain, so to bring up 4th and 8. But what an interesting series of events. It goes through Kemper's hands, and it ends up in McLaren's. Heritage, a 3A school here in Vancouver. Hudson's Bay, a 2A school here in Vancouver. 2 different classifications here in this out-of-league contest. As we are wrapping up the out-of-league contest games, as McLaren's going to punt. McLaren's punt is a decent one. Going to bounce around the 47, and it's going to roll all the way out of bounds to about the 49-yard line in Heritage territory. We're about 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter of the second half, so third quarter. As looks like as it's handed to Daniels, and Daniels is going to lose 2 on the play, so to bring up 2nd and 7. Devon Granville gonna be that quarterback for Heritage. Under 5 to go here. Hand off to Daniel. Daniel gonna cut back inside. Daniel still going. Daniel gain of about 5. Gonna bring up 3rd and 7. Third and 7 here. Granville. As number 77, Dante Jumping Bowl, jumped over the line of scrimmage, and it will be offsides on the Eagles. So to bring up 3rd and 2. So to bring up 3rd and 2. Eagles trying to stop them here to force a 4th down. Heritage trying to keep their possession going. Granville gonna make them. They're gonna keep the flags in their pocket. Granville gonna keep it himself. Roll to his left. He's gonna get the 1st down and more. Gain of about 4 to Hudson's Bay 40-yard line. So under 3 to go here in this third quarter. Heritage approaching closer and closer to the Eagles' end zone. As about a loss of 1 on that play. So we are officially under 2 minutes here in this third. Snaps the ball, hands it to Daniels. Daniels still going. Daniel all the way down for a first down and more. Correction, that was Clark. So we are under a minute to go here left in this third quarter. Time is flying now that there is a running clock. I assume this is going to be the final play of this third quarter, depending on when they get the snap off. Granville with Clark in the backfield. Granville going to keep it himself to the right-hand side. Granville going to keep going. Granville cuts to the inside to about the 5, where he's finally brought down by a pile of defenders. And with 17 seconds left, I assume that that is the final play of the quarter. As at the end of the third, Timberwolves 40, Hudson's Bay Eagles 0. As the Timberwolves look to stay undefeated and go 2-0 on the season, as it's looking like the Eagles will take their first loss. As we are back here at Kiggins Bowl, 12 more minutes of football to be played here on this chilly Friday night, as Granville going to take it to the left side. Granville going to cut inside and gain about 4. So bring up 2nd and goal at about the 1.5-yard line. as it's handed off, and touchdown Timberwolves, number 23 for Heritage, which I do not have a reported number for, as the touchdown stands. And then there is a taunting call on Heritage that they will enforce on the kickoff. So it's 46-0 here with 11:04 to play in this one. As they're electing to enforce it on the kickoff. So 46-0 here, pending the extra point. As the kick is up, and it is good. 47-0 here, as the Timberwolves take over here at Kiggins Bowl to a commanding 47-0 lead, as the Timberwolves have now scored 103 unanswered points in their last 2 games without giving up a single touchdown or point. Heritage looks to keep it that way. As instead of taking this kick from the 40, it will be taken from the 25. But with the leg of Herrera Cruz, I expect this to fall between the 20 and the 30. As that kick is going to be caught at the 19. It's going to be returned as Trayshawn Gregory's taken down at the 29. As here comes the Eagles offense for potentially the final time of the night. Let's see if they can do something with the opportunity and try and score the first points off this Heritage defense.
Hudson will retain the ball on the 20-yard line.
LeBlanc still in the game for the Eagles. It's going to be a handoff. And it's going to be a gain of about 1 for number 14, Dante Rodriguez. So it looks like he is a junior. LeBlanc, and it's almost intercepted. My goodness, number 6, Jonas Ferguson. LeBlanc, low snap. Throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Aiming for number 11, Brant McLaren. McLaren not happy about that. Lions checks into the game for Trajan Gregory. Correction, they have Xavier Lyons now. Correction, it's 4th down. 4th and 9. They're going to punt this ball away. It's almost blocked. But that kick is going to fall into the hands at about the 40. He's going to break a tackle, break another, but he's swarmed by a sea of Eagles. As everyone is slow to get up, but everyone gets up. So 7:45 left to play here in this one. As here we go, 7 minutes to go here at Kiggins Bowl. As gain of about 4. As he cuts inside, and he gets the 1st down, so less than 6 to play here. It is pretty safe to say that Heritage will move on to 2-0 on the year, as Hudson's Bay will fall to 1-1 and out of league play. As next week, Hudson's Bay takes on their first league opponent in RA Long at 7 p.m. at Longview Memorial Stadium. And then for Heritage, it will be playing River Ridge at 4:30 p.m. at McKenzie Stadium next week, as gain of nothing on that one gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Second and 10 here, 4:25 left to play. As on his feet, flag flies. Gain of about 9 on the play, pending what the flag is about. And scores from around the 2A GSHO League. La Center took down Woodland 34-17. And Seaton Catholic took down Mark Morris 45-19, and then Centralia took down R.A. Long 35-0. As it is now second in forever. Second in about 20. As there is some confusion. As now we're doing our student crew cam, where we are seeing every student, because this is completely student broadcasted. So you just saw Dominator down on the field cam, and then you have Reed. That's going to be our cam 3. And then that's going to be cam 2. That's going to be the center game cam. And then there's our replay and our director in that directing room. And yeah, this is 100% student broadcasted. They have stopped the clock. I don't completely know there is an injury. I did not see the injury on the 45-yard line. It was number 45. This is a complete student-ran broadcast from students around Vancouver Public Schools, such as Skyview, Fort Vancouver, Hudson's Bay, and Columbia River. Students all come here to film broadcast games in preparation for the WIAA State Championships later in December. So with 2:40 left to go here, I'd assume we get down to the 3 to 4 plays. Then we call it a night. As takes it to the left side. He has a gap to the 50, to the 45s, and he trucks a man. And it's going to be a late hit on number 66, Messiah KDs. Comes in a little too late for the ref's liking. So with 2 minutes left to play here. As Heritage is in victory formation with a minute left. As Heritage will take down the Hudson's Bay Eagles 47-0. As Hudson's Bay looks to get back on track with their first league opponent next week against R.A. Long, who lost earlier today. As they are one snap away, and that is it. As time ticks down, we are 30 seconds away from this one being over. But Heritage remains undefeated on the season with a commanding 47-0 victory over the Hudson's Bay Eagles, who fall for the first time this season in week 2 of games. As that is all here at Kiggins Bowl. As we look to wrap things up here. The next film game is going to be next week. Sorry, correction, 2 weeks. It's going to be Fort Vancouver versus Kalama, as Fort is currently sitting at 0-2 on the year. As that'll wrap it up for me here in the broadcast booth. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you all next time, as here is this replay package presented by our replay specialist.